Production-grade machine learning operates as a unified engineering architecture rather than merely a scattered collection of completely isolated algorithms. Three interacting pillars govern every functional model: geometric boundary definition, continuous mathematical optimization, and the enforcement of statistical generalization. Geometry serves as the first pillar, providing the spatial method algorithms use to partition and classify data points. Optimization represents the second pillar, the iterative physics of finding those boundaries by minimizing error through calculus. Generalization is the third pillar, acting as the set of constraints required to ensure the system remains accurate when processing data it has never seen before. Understanding these 10 specific constraints as a single, interdependent system is the prerequisite for moving beyond surface-level interview definitions. Discriminative machine learning begins with the task of mathematically partitioning a multi-dimensional feature space to separate data clusters. Decision trees achieve this using recursive orthogonal splits. The algorithm evaluates every available feature to find the split that maximizes node purity, often calculated through Gini impurity. A support vector machine maximizes the margin between the boundary and nearest points, or support vectors. Real-world classes are rarely linearly separable. The kernel trick maps data into a higher dimensional space using a radial basis function, finding a linear boundary without calculating new coordinates. The resulting mathematical purity and the width of these geometric margins dictate the model's baseline ability to distinguish between classes. While boundaries allow us to categorize data, they do not explain the process that created the data. Discriminative models strictly learn the conditional probability dividing labels. They define where one class ends and another begins, but they remain unaware of the data's internal structure. This comparison illustrates the generative approach. Instead of a simple boundary, generative models like VAEs or large language models map the underlying joint probability distribution of the entire environment. By capturing this full distribution, generative algorithms can manufacture entirely novel samples that follow the statistical rules of the original data. While generative models enable the creation of new content, discriminative geometric boundaries remain the standard for high-precision classification tasks. Engineering a precise geometric boundary requires an optimization mechanism, which in almost all modern systems is gradient descent. The algorithm minimizes a loss function by computing partial derivatives. These gradients tell the model exactly how to adjust its parameters to step downhill toward the point of minimum error. This topographical contour shows the three primary variants of the descent. Batch gradient descent is accurate but slow. Stochastic is fast but noisy. And many-batch provides a stabilized, efficient middle ground used in most production frameworks. Neural networks apply this optimization process iteratively across multiple layers of interconnected nodes. Mathematically, a stack of purely linear transformations can always be simplified into a single linear transformation. This means a network boundaries. Activation functions like ReLU or sigmoid inject nonlinearity at each layer. This transformation allows the net decision boundaries that linear models cannot reach. Because composing any number of linear functions results in a single linear transformation, a network without nonlinear activations performs no better than basic linear regression. Training deep networks is constrained by the chain rule used during backpropagation. This diagram illustrates the vanishing gradient problem. If the gradients in later layers are small, multiplying them together causes the signal to shrink exponentially as it moves toward the input. When the signal reaches early layers, it's effectively zero, stalling the optimization process. ResNet architectures introduced skip connections to bypass specific layers, providing a direct path for the gradient to reach early layers without decaying. This architectural change removed the mathematical ceiling on depth, allowing models to scale to hundreds of layers while maintaining stable gradient flow. A perfectly optimized geometry can still fail if it simply memorizes the specific noise present in the training set. Regularization prevents this by adding a mathematical penalty to the loss function, discouraging the model from developing overly complex weights. Comparing regularizations, L2, or ridge, shrinks weights smoothly towards zero for stability. L1, or lasso, uses an absolute value penalty that snaps less important weights exactly to 0. By doing this, L1 performs automatic feature selection, completely removing irrelevant variables from the model. We validate these constraints using k-fold cross-validation, which trains and tests the model on different subsets of data to ensure the performance metrics aren't the result of a single favorable split. These techniques are the primary safeguards that prevent a model's performance from collapsing when it encounters data from the real world. Even a model with high cross-validation scores can fail in a live environment due to structural flaws in the data pipeline. Data leakage occurs when target information, unavailable at the time of prediction, is included in the training set, leading to artificially inflated performance. This flowchart shows train-test contamination, a common form of leakage. If pre-processing steps like scaling are applied to the full dataset before splitting, the training set inherits knowledge about the test set's distribution. Real-world data is often imbalanced, meaning the majority class overwhelms the minority. In these cases, standard accuracy metrics become misleading and fail to reflect the model's actual utility. One solution is to apply class weights, increasing the penalty for misclassifying minority examples during optimization. Alternatively, SMOTE creates synthetic minority examples by interpolating between existing data points, balancing the feature space without duplicating observations. Successfully managing these production realities, leakage and statistical skew, is a core requirement for machine learning engineering.